When Nabokov writes, "Our romance was even more hopeless than it had ever been," I grew apprehensive because something lovely, delicate, and unrepeatable was being wasted. I could not help but feel my heart sink empathetically, as I have also felt the same stings of a love deprived of the chance to flower. Nabokov is wrong, though. A moment of happiness is never wasted. Appreciation and being grounded in the present will allow him to see the beauty in the ephemeral, cherish it instead of focusing on the exogenous circumstances. Being grounded in the present would make him feel gratitude for the situation that he finds himself in, instead of an anxiety about prolonging it. In Japanese, we call this mono no aware, a philosophical concept translating to the pathos of things, or a sensitivity to ephemera. It represents the bittersweet nature of transient beauty, acknowledging that things are precious precisely because they are impermanent. In his youth, Victor fell in love with Nina, and his memory guarded her on a pedestal, uncorrupted by the assault of time. The two of them met annually and were temporarily enraptured with one another on a stagnant island called Fialta. Their fleeting moments left him insatiable for more. Nabokov summarizes his feelings as, "In a vast railway station, where everything is something trembling on the brink of something else, so to be gripped and cherished." Victor's motivation is to prolong his happiness by holding on, naively thinking that these moments in Fialta can be converted into something permanent. But sometimes, fervor lasts but a second. Nina appreciates Victor because she counts each day as a separate life, never wanting to reminisce after or set her hopes on a certain outcome. She is the epitome of living in the moment, detachment. It is understandable that Victor should crave the relationship with Nina to evolve, because look here, what if he loves her? But he should have just been grateful for their time together and that he had the courage to pursue it. Some walk through the entire journey of life without ever encountering such a moment of happiness. When Yasunari Kawabata ponders the concept of wasted effort, he shows us an analogous tension between his characters, Shimamura and Komoko. As a married man, he attempts to keep a guarded distance from Komoko, yet she chooses to participate because she is eager to explore the flames of passion. Both sets of characters should be commended because the attempt to open their hearts to a connection is never a wasted effort. It could result in the most gratifying way to participate in life. The wasted effort occurs when their participation loses intention and becomes trite. Victor and Komoko should be reminded to curb their emotions after an understanding of their respective partners has been established. When a quick, queer, almost ugly expression dashes across Nina's face, Victor should have known to respect the original boundaries of their tryst. When Shimamura elucidates with such clarity that he is incapable of love time and time again, Komoko should have stopped trying to alter his evasive, non-committal ways. Their continued participation at that point is driven by a fear of loss for the person that they so desperately desired. Instead, gratitude and acceptance of the ephemeral that they lived and experienced this encounter should suffice. Readers may ponder, if it doesn't work out, then what is the point? Why try when the ending has already been determined? Because of this, many have lived the better half of their lives deprived of experiences and memories. Thus, I can be the first to tell you this is defeatist, a self-limiting belief. Life requires participation, no matter how painful and inconvenient. Many today consider online dating a waste of time, the effort of getting excited by another person, the empty returns of disillusionment, having hope only to be let down again by another number unsaved in the phone books. But the truth is, each of these encounters teaches you something. Effort is only wasted when you live behind the shadows of what if and regret. Effort is only wasted when you let life pass you by, wondering what you could have done instead. Effort is only wasted when you knowingly prevent yourself from experience. Victor and Komiko are bound by a similar issue. They were incontinent with their emotions, but at least they experienced them. A poem by W.H. Auden comes to mind. Looking up at the stars, I know quite well that for all they care, I can go to hell. But on earth, indifference is the least we have to dread from man or beast. How should we like it if stars were to burn with a passion for us we could not return? If equal affection cannot be, let the more loving one be me. We mourn the impermanence of a relationship because everyone is rare and no two people are the same. Often literature calls this the age of the disposable tissue, in which we ghost, block, delete people who hurt us or edge us into discomfort. We should not let our present actions be limited by the fear of future pains. Sometimes love doesn't have an outcome, but the affection of the moment is real, and we should experience it to remind ourselves that we are alive.